Good morning, everybody. How are you? I apologize for having my notice be late. I thought I had done it, and I guess I did it in my dreams. So here we are. Silver 1111, Carmen, Barbara Ward, good morning. Sayaka, good morning. Rita, yes, I hope I've been reminding everybody, so I hope people will remember. I'm so excited about today because I had told you some point in time that years ago, my major thing was about the soul. What is the soul? And well, we're going to go through quite a few weeks of journeying into the levels of soul communicators who come forward. And first, it was the unicorns. I have been given a unicorn in Shasta. His name is Jacques. And I'll be showing him to you today. And then came the light language frequencies. And they're all in the form of cards. And I know you all like cards, but they began to show themselves to me. Good morning, Prime 3. And last but not least, Sacred Geometry by Plato is said the language of the soul. So we have 3 avenues of soul that's going to work with all of us to help us discover more about what's in there, what's left. So if you imagine the soul being like a circle, make a line down the middle. Half of that soul is your higher self. The other half are all the parts that are left unhealed. And as we understand from other classes we've done, we are now here to want to take part in healing that other half to grow your light quotient, and most of all now to have your awareness become higher of who you really are, what really makes you tick. So a few more people here. Good morning, Carrie and Casey Murray. And so we're going to start, and it's very interesting, as I was shown, how to work with all these different cards so that you have something to see, just not me to listen to. So let me move to one side here. This is the first card from the frequency. I got to get used to where it goes. There you go. From the frequencies. And it is to discover your soul name. Now, who knew that somewhere inside your heart there is a soul name? Is it the name you are? Perhaps not. Remember, you're a being that's lived many lives, and it may have received its name in the beginning. It may have received its name somewhere along the journey, but we're going to find out today. All right? So I'm going to find some way to hold this here for you. Oh, that fits pretty good. So you can look at it. And when we get to the part of opening your soul heart, I'm going to do the light language for you. All right? So for a moment, we're going to call in all the masters and teachers, all the angels, all the unicorns, and the keeper of the sacred geometry, to bring it to all of you today to help you discover more about your soul, to have feeling, and to know the magic that lies within you that the unicorns hold for all of us. So as we sit together and we now take a breath, as we close our eyes, I want you to go within your heart. And the first thing that comes to you is a shining being of light. So now I don't want you to tell me you didn't see one, because we can imagine one. Remember, imagination is 99% accurate. So see a shiny light being, and it is holding out a key to you to open this doorway of the soul inside your heart. So as I speak the light language, I want you to place that key into this space and door and open it and walk through. All right? Shantu Ave 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 Now, no. As you've placed that key, the door opens, and I want you to choose to walk through. And within it, feel the love. Feel the peace and the stillness. And for a moment, I want you to just sit there with it. And we're going to call forth the unicorns. But for now, just remain still and see what you feel. Excellent. So I want you to come out of the room for a moment to meet the unicorns that have come to me for today. There are 3. You will each choose one, for it isn't that we are always going to have the same message. And I'm not sharing with you yet what they are bringing. Sorry. I want you to pick them from their frequency. There we go. This is a hard thing. Okay. So you're going to pick 1, 2, or 3. With which picture do you feel something in this heart? If it's number 1, your lesson for now is passion. Do what excites you. Get fired up about life. Increase your energy levels. Isn't she beautiful? She is full of that fire. This person will never be bored. You will always know how to find something to do. But this person also is willing to just take a risk, follow the passion. They'll know that if they take that risk, that when they do, if they jump off a cliff, there will be someone there, a unicorn for them to fly upon. So if this has become the one that you're working with today, perhaps there's something you're choosing to not take a risk about, and you need more passion. Now, if the card you needed was number 2, that says that right now you need support. To go ahead and ask for help, to get more rest, and to nurture yourself. If you can see, if I get this to you, there is someone riding the back. This unicorn's name is Charlotte. She's very nurturing. So if this is the unicorn you've picked on a soul level, for a moment we're going to return into your heart, and you're going to want to have your journal out and write down what comes to you. In what ways do you need support? For there are many ways. Are you overwhelmed and overworked from doing everything for yourself? Trying to do 100 things at one time? You need to take a day off. Plan a day for yourself. Perhaps have a vacation. Now, this last one who came is my number 1 unicorn. His name is Jacques. And he brings trust. What are you not trusting about yourself? Number 1. Perhaps what are you not trusting about God? Let's see what the message says. Leap into the unknown. Have faith and move forward. It is to believe that you will fly. So which of these 3 did you pick? And now I want you to take a few moments and in a soul journal, let's create a journal for today. And if you're someone that is like, I have to have it all, take a moment to write something about all of them. Because this is for soul development. So we're going to put the key back into the door of the heart, go within and sit and learn how to feel. Let's say you just have Jacques that you're bringing in with you. Can you hear him? Or if it's support, can you hear Charlotte? We want to start to awaken the magic of you, and that's what the unicorns bring you. So you're receiving the gifts of frequencies and of the magic. Good. And perhaps it's passion. What are you missing? What do you want more of? So I'm going to give you a few minutes as you take time to ask yourself these things. Oh, can't set it on this thing now. There we go. So if you're having questions, you can write to me. Unicorn number one's name is Starfire. Charlotte. And Jacques. Now, while you're sitting within this place, ask yourself, what is your soul name? Perhaps things will come to you that are left undone. Number 3 is trust. That's Jacques. He's the one that's very confident and stands his ground and says, leap, I'll carry you. Do it. He's very aligned to first ray, will. Trust. If there's an issue here, then it's something you're avoiding. And maybe you're someone that runs from those risks type of things. It's about becoming brave. Where in your past have you not been brave? That is the whole process of doing the soul, is to see what of all the things within there are still left undone, that you yet haven't embraced with the love that you are. Charlotte has a very sweet frequency, very gentle. I think any one of you would feel comfortable writing her. But in that same statement, she's going to help you face things you've probably never looked at. For she'll be the support through it. So you want to write down things that you might think of where you just turned away, ran away, don't want to look at it. These may reveal some of your deepest issues. And we want to begin to have them come up and out. And Starfire, she is filled with the fire of passion. You know that feeling of when you just have to get things done? But understand, she may be the one that's coming because it's time for you to change where you've been and move into passion. Have you had ideas and things you dreamt of for eons and never had the ability, or without fear, the ability to go ahead and do it. You know, there is no failure as much as there's no success. Every day is spent just doing the best you can. It is what you should tell yourself every day when you wake up. Today will be that which I can best bring forth in me. This passion is here for you maybe at times when you do feel hot and you feel antsy and just don't know where to put all that energy. It is through Starfire. She would gallop all day long and never run out of energy. And she could fly to the highest peaks and back without breaking a sweat. So if it's energy you need and that lacking, then perhaps this is the one you chose. You know, receiving your soul name, turning the key, and having access to your soul is giving you access almost like the Akashic Records, but it's your own experience right there for you. And what you haven't touched, it's what's still eating away at you. And perhaps will start to begin to reveal to you the magic that you are. All these high dimensional, high vibrational beings are going to help you awaken your gifts. As you are around them more and let them become a part of your life, your gifts will emerge and you will begin to understand magic. And what is the truest form of magic? It's God's love. And that's why it is the most powerful healer. It is through the magic of God that things are magically shifted and changed. And his love for you is of that depth. So working with the soul is building that trust to help you know on many levels it has been always there for you. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Has anyone received their soul name from the opening of that doorway in your heart that they want to share? Shimmer, how beautiful. Thank you, Rita. And Rita's still wiping tears. And I hope you do let this be to that depth. It's very sacred. Jahara, how beautiful is that? I believe that you're all getting this. This is wonderful. Carol, I have received my soul name. Rimara, I love it. I love them all. This is wonderful. This is a sacred place in your heart that you can always turn to, for now you have the key. Silver 1111, hers is Portia, but written in symbols. Aha. So you're going to end up seeing light language and symbols and will one day write it. Yvonne says her name is Esther. A lot of thoughts come with that. How about you, Yvonne? Beautiful. Is everyone doing well with the energy of the unicorn? Yeah, Rita's acknowledging it's beyond beautiful. It really is. Oh, I'm curious to hear how you would pronounce that. Sochia? But it's beautiful, whichever it is. Thank you for sharing, Carmen and everybody. Now, when we get done, no judgment here, Ray. Remember, it's from many lifetimes. Eddie is a good name. Sochia. I love it, Carmen. I'm sure Charlotte is appreciating it. And remember, they're all the unicorns are filled with a blazing golden light. So in giving, you are receiving. Yes. Much healing. Oh, Siaka, I didn't see yours. Echo. Mm-hmm. Love it. Yes. Very powerful. Mm-hmm. Casey. But Spitfire resonated with me. I had a horse at horse camp named Spitfire. And I'm an Aries. Starfire, yeah. So GGB thinks that her name is Sky. Wow, that's an infinite statement. Mm-hmm. So, Casey, if I may suggest, maybe you're still thinking about that camp because there's something about passion at camp maybe you've never completed. Do you see what I mean? Because Starfire is about passion. And when you were there, what is it you really wanted to accomplish in the world? Yes, I thought of the same thing, Rita. Uh-huh. Yes, Eddie. Many uses of that name or that word. Yeah. Sky makes me smile. Yes. That is what they're meant to do, is to let you not have a worry. And that's why they are the perfect energy to have you bring them in when you're doing your such in-depth healing, because they will lighten your load, so as they say. The reason I was still sure, my nephew's name is Sky. So let's bring it to no doubt. Because there's a secret here I'm going to tell you. When you go to walk out of the room, look back and check the door Is it the name you got, or has it changed? Because if it's changed, it's okay. You just need to know which one it is when you go to come back. Thank you. Okay, good. So has anyone had a memory about what each of the unicorns, whichever one you picked, something that it can help you with? She absolutely, Barbara, loves all the names, feels like we are all sitting around a bonfire knowing each other by those names. Perhaps in the meadow in Shasta where I met the unicorns. Maybe that's where we all are. And let's imagine there's a gentle breeze. Or perhaps it's that soul name is really how we meet each other. Because many times we're soul connections. And it's that way through we know each other. How about that? Yeah. Oops. Everything's falling. I have one more piece to share with you. Because as we go through this soul experience, you also want to be open to hear about who you may have been and to bring that awareness into more of an ability to know who you are today. Here is your frequency card from Sacred Geometry. And it is about alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and the remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. So let me remind you, one of the greatest alchemists is Saint Germain. Perhaps you are someone who stood with him and took a sip from the alchemy he placed within the goblet in the huge circle in a great room. Who's to know? Your soul knows. And that's why we're taking this journey to discover what it wants to share with you. See how this is within the 6-pointed star. Very nice. We've had someone join us. So I'll ask Rita. Rita, have you had something that you remember that's come to you for you to heal in this moment with whomever you chose? Not to put you on the spot or anything. I can begin to feel this vibration of alchemy reaching out to each of you. again, as if we were around a campfire, and it envelops itself around your physical being. Remember what the alchemy of the sacred geometry does is help you discover the language of your soul. Well, thank you, Rita. She's working on betrayal and abandonment. Wonderful. So the level of surrender here, to let yourself begin to hear the unicorns and to ask for help and to hear their response, is going to let you have that ability any day and any time. And it's going to help you believe and to do as Jacques would like to support you in, is to trust. Believe it's all real. It's all real. Yeah. So I'm going to call in a group of angels to also help support you. It's true, the angels and the unicorns are great friends. If anyone needs help and wants to ask me a question, just fill it in. So I'm going to bring the Hathors in for a moment that want to come for all of you to help you have a release today for something that you no longer need to have held within the energy of the soul, preventing greater light. Okay. Carol says, I am loving the energy of the unicorns. This is Casey, I've been thinking a lot about doing more things that bring me joy, especially in my businesses. Last year was tough, so it has brought me light that I need to charge ahead again with passion, bliss, and joy. That's wonderful, Casey. And if I look through the unicorn's eyes, remember every moment has a perfection. And now there will be a great excitement within you to need to no longer rest or be quiet, but to be enlivened and strong and confident and move forward with ease. Wonderful. So here's Carmen, understanding and sending healing and compassionate lights to my mother during her childhood traumas. Time is not linear. Mm-hmm. Casey, her name came. It is Sasha. Very beautiful. So, Carmen, if I may make a suggestion, as that comes to you, I want you to release any similar ties you may have throughout your time of life to set yourself free. May not be something you are physically aware of. Just while you're there, look to see if there's a soul connection. And perhaps, you may have been your mother to her another lifetime, and to let the light sever that for all of you. She's saying, thank you for the suggestion. Good. I've been working on trusting myself, my insights, and intuition. I always feel it's my imagination. I've worked with many people who couldn't see, so they work with the imagination and clear, and believe it or not, it's just as effective. So it isn't you in that situation you need to trust. You need to trust that the power of healing works. Imagining is 99.8 effective. It's been proven over and over again. So start believing. How's that? Trusting. When imagination or thinking we are empowering something that isn't comes from the ego. So that's more the question in that situation you want to ask yourself. Is my ego responding, or is it my divinity? And you'll get to learn by the way the response comes or the thoughts are about which it is. It's good for everybody to know the difference in the frequencies of the ego mind and of your divinity as you're wanting to move more into your divinity, into your higher self. Okay. Rita, I definitely feel that the Hathor song helped me let go of the last bits of betrayal and abandonment of myself. I could see their little Hathor faces. Yes, they do have a unique sweetness, don't they? Thank you. The power of healing works. Good advice. Is it my ego mind or my divinity? I will contemplate this. Good. Everyone must. There is a process to when you become positive. My suggestion always is to write down things if they come to you and go back 3 days and look at it. And if you remember writing it, then it's ego. And if you are like in awe of the message it is, then it is the divinity working through you. So I did it for years. I took 3 years and cleared my channel by doing just that. It's not going to be just a one-time thing because you want to be without a doubt that it is your divinity. And the ego is tricky. It's been the boss of you for a very long time, and it really doesn't want to give it up. So pull your ego into your heart, let your higher self take charge, lock it in to the place inside where it can begin to learn about healing, learn about love, learn about tenderness. The ego is a part of us. We cannot get rid of it. We must help it heal. And that is how you do it. And it does work. You are in charge, not your ego. Any more questions? I love that name. All of them are beautiful. Sasha. I love that. Certainly all the masters and teachers behind me are loving participating also. In the bottom there is a green apophyllite, which is all the elementals and fairies as they are sending fireflies. That's what it is, fireflies around everybody. So let me see, who else is here? So Carol, did you find something that you could work on and clear with unicorns? And did it seem easier to you? So next week we would have a new Sacred Light Language of Light card, and we'll have 3 new unicorns for you to meet and what they may help you with. There's only one soul name, so we do that once. I think the next card is Awakening, so you'll find that to be powerful. You know, all the healing is about loving yourself. To continue to love yourself more every day. Yes, Carol says, releasing resistance to moving forward toward my passion, being the vessel. Great. That sounds exciting. And which unicorn did you have help you with that? Starfire. Wow, that's beautiful. Marby, hello everyone. Hello, Marby. We're kind of getting towards the end of our process, but I'm sure if you watch from the beginning, you'll love being able to have the opportunity to experience it. This course is kind of going to be a participating course. And as we're working, everyone's working on their own process deep within the soul, in the heart, where we've opened up today. So you'll just need to watch from the beginning and follow the process and pick a unicorn and find your soul name, and you'll be right where you need to be. So I'm going to ask if anyone else has a question, because what I want you to do now for the next 7 days until we meet again next Wednesday, right, is to journal. If, like, for instance, you've picked Starfire, you can work with Starfire all week. Yes, Bobby says she'll thank us many blessings. And write down so you learn to have a feeling about things or a deepening of your feeling nature. I know you could all say to me, oh, yeah, I feel that. But I want to expand it to a level of frequency so that you'll be able to have a new sensation develop within you as you go to desire to become the vessel or a healer or whatever job you do. You will have a higher awareness even of what people are thinking, not to be nosy, but in the times when it goes to affect you. So let's take this opportunity to really go in and get to know what's in the soul, to embrace ourselves. So take a moment. Writing is powerful. And then go back and look at it the 3 days, and you're going to begin to learn how you can begin to trust this part of you. So real quickly, so we looked at the doorway into the heart. Oh, I can never make these look right on here. And as a beautiful being appeared and gave you a key, you could open the door and move through. And then you had a choice of 3 unicorns: passion, support, and trust, that you could move through. Find what is it that that unicorn wants to remind you of or help you with to release as we're going into knowing the soul by developing more light in the soul. Then the Hathors came and they sang. And then I'll show you again these cards. First, it was Starfire, Passion, oops. And then it was Charlotte, the loving, nurturing. And then it was Jacques, to learn about trust, whether it's trust in the soul, trust in God, trust in yourself. There's a lot of areas trust can take you to embrace and to love. And in the end, it was to bring in the frequency, the language of the soul through alchemy. And you can sit and write about what that symbol stirs inside you. What is that message of love it's trying to say to you? And if you can't, then what are the feelings you're having that's preventing you from owning it? You see? So, yes, I hope you have a journal and that you can write these things down. And I'll get one more request here if anyone else wants to talk with me or ask me a question. Um, and if I don't see something in the next few minutes, I'll leave you to it and we'll meet again and go in deeper. Now, remember when you turn to leave inside the heart of the soul, look back at the door and see the name that's on it. See if it's changed or see it written makes a different feeling. Again, we're wanting to interpret new levels and parts of you that are magical. So Casey says, thank you very much. This was powerful and beautiful and love and light to all. Well, thank you, Casey. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, would the consensus be that everyone has enjoyed it? Can you give me there's a Rita giving hugs and much love. Carmen saying thank you. Don't forget to give your thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't. And I think this was a beautiful session. I felt a hushed sacredness as we did it. Thank you very much, Rita. Gigi. I had the cards backwards. I picked trust and I was thinking trust issues. How about that? It all works. So I'm going to try and work with figuring out how to move it. Rita's showing all these unicorns and the little thing. Marby. Yes. Silver 11. Yes, thank you. Gigi. I had the cards backwards. Okay. Prime 3. Thank you. Ray M. Thank you. Yes, powerful. Hope to see you again. All right. Well, I will see you next Monday evening. Remember, it's different. There'll be a fee, so it's $25 per person. And if you bring someone with you who doesn't know me, it's then $15 a person for the two of you. So, and then Tuesday is Angel Day. How was that yesterday, huh? Pretty miraculous. And then again, Wednesday, we'll do the soul work. Let me see a few more people. Thank you. I really enjoyed this and love the unicorns and love you. Thank you. Yes, it was deep searching, healing energy. Well, you know, folks, this is how you grow. And I'm so glad that the unicorns are bringing that desire to have that intensity. Many blessings, TheoSophia. Much love and light to all. So, doing my best to keep things moving. It's time to grow and to learn. And that's what me and my work and God's work's all about. So, embrace your souls. Have a wonderful week. Keep bringing them back in and go into your soul. You have the key. And let's see what happens for the week. So, God bless everybody. It was a wonderful experience. And yes, it was very peaceful. And intention shifted for a lot of you. And that's profound. This is a part of what is determining life out around you. What you are inside is what you see outside. So you're going to be able to shift and change those things as we go along. So, love to you all. Many blessings. I'll see you next week. I don't think we have anything this Sunday. We had Ascension Week last week. All right. Many blessings. Thank you.